Hey everyone, and welcome to The Walking Thread. Today we're diving into the world of sports, the titans that captivate billions. We're counting down the top 10 most followed sports worldwide. These sports are cultural phenomena, uniting us beyond borders. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of the sports that dominate global viewership. Kicking off our list at number 1, it's the sport that needs no introduction but gets one anyway. Soccer, or as it's known to most of the planet, football. With a staggering 3.5 billion fans worldwide, soccer's reign at the top is about as undisputed as a Lionel Messi dribble through a defense. But what is it about kicking a ball around a field that captivates so many? Well, for starters, soccer is, at its core, beautifully simple. You don't need fancy equipment, complicated rules, or even a perfectly manicured field to play. Just a ball, some friends, and a shared passion for the beautiful game. This simplicity also makes soccer incredibly accessible. It's played in every corner of the world, from the dusty streets of Rio to the meticulously maintained pitches of the English Premier League. And this universal appeal translates into a level of global viewership that other sports can only dream of. But it's not just accessibility and simplicity that makes soccer the global giant it is. There's also the history, the rivalries, and those moments of pure, unadulterated athletic brilliance that leave you breathless. Now, you might think a sport as popular as soccer would be pretty straightforward, right? But even the beautiful game has its quirks. Soccer is the only sport where the ball must be spherical. And speaking of balls, have you ever noticed how the official match balls for major tournaments are always so unique? These are meticulously designed pieces of sporting equipment. Who could forget the iconic Jabulani from the 2010 World Cup or the Brazuca from 2014? It's a sport that unites us in our love for the beautiful game. Coming in at number 2, we have a sport that might seem a little idiosyncratic. But for billions of fans, cricket is a national obsession. Cricket can be a bit confusing for the uninitiated. Strange terms like wickets and overs, and a scoring system that seems absurd. But beneath lies a sport of incredible depth and nuance, demanding both patience and explosive power. Imagine a match that can last for 5 days, with breaks for lunch and tea. That's Test cricket for you, the oldest and most prestigious format of the game. A battle of attrition where momentum can shift with a single delivery. Now, you're probably thinking 5 days for a single match? Who has time for that? But that's part of what makes Test cricket so special. It's a slow burn, a marathon, not a sprint. And when a Test match reaches its climax, the tension is palpable. The roar of the crowd, the pressure on the players, it's enough to give even the most casual observer goosebumps. But cricket isn't all about 5-day epics. There are also shorter formats like ODIs and T20s, which have exploded in popularity in recent years. It's no wonder they've captivated a whole new generation of cricket fans. Coming in at number 3, it's basketball. With a global following spanning continents, basketball is a game of skill, strategy, and some serious athleticism. But did you know that this sport, with its high-flying dunks and lightning-fast plays, had surprisingly humble beginnings? I mean, picture this. The year is 1891, and James Naismith, a physical education instructor, is tasked with creating a new indoor game for his students at the YMCA in Springfield, Massachusetts. His solution? 2 peach baskets, a soccer ball, and a set of 13 rules. Yes, you heard that right. Early basketball bore little resemblance to the game we know and love today. Forget the sleek orange ball and the iconic hoops. Players were chucking a soccer ball into peach baskets, and retrieving the ball after each score involved someone grabbing a ladder. It wasn't until a few years later that the bottom of the baskets were removed, and dribbling became a thing. And as for that iconic orange ball, well, that didn't come around until the 1950s. From peach baskets to global phenomenon, basketball has certainly come a long way. So how did basketball go from a YMCA gym to courts and playgrounds around the world? Well, its simplicity played a key role. With just a ball and a hoop, you can play basketball almost anywhere. This accessibility made it popular among people of all ages and backgrounds. But basketball is more than just a game. It's a cultural force. From the streets of New York City to the villages of Africa, basketball has the power to unite people. It's a sport that transcends borders, languages, and cultures, creating a global community bound by a shared love of the game. And let's not forget the impact of iconic players who've become global icons. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. These names are synonymous with basketball excellence and have inspired generations of players. So, the next time you see a basketball game, take a moment to appreciate its journey. From its humble beginnings to its status as a global phenomenon, basketball has certainly left its mark on the world. Number 4 on our list is a sport that combines power, precision, and a touch of elegance. It's tennis. With millions of fans glued to their screens during Wimbledon, the US Open, the French Open, and the Australian Open, tennis is a sport that truly captivates a global audience. But amidst the thrilling rallies and nail-biting tiebreakers, there's a curious quirk that often leaves newcomers scratching their heads: the scoring system. Why on earth do we use love, 15, 30, and the seemingly random 40? The origins of this unusual scoring system are shrouded in mystery, but one theory suggests a connection to medieval times and the use of a clock face to keep track of points. Each point won might have moved the minute hand a quarter of the way, hence 15, 30, 45, which somehow morphed into 40, and finally 60 for a game won. While the exact reason for the 40 replacing 45 remains unclear, it adds a touch of whimsy to this otherwise serious sport. And let's be honest, wouldn't it be a bit strange to hear 40 love replaced with 45 love? It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Tennis has come a long way from its origins as a game played in the royal courts of France. Back then, it was known as jeu de paume, meaning game of the palm, and players used their hands to hit the ball. Thankfully, rackets were introduced later on, saving players from some seriously sore palms. Today, tennis is enjoyed by millions worldwide, from professional athletes competing for Grand Slam titles to casual players enjoying a friendly match at the local park. And speaking of those Grand Slam titles, the pursuit of these prestigious championships adds another layer of excitement to the sport. The rivalries, the drama, the sheer athleticism on display, it's no wonder that these tournaments draw in massive audiences year after year. From the clay courts of Roland Garros to the grass courts of Wimbledon, each tournament offers its own unique challenges and rewards. So whether you're a seasoned tennis enthusiast or a curious newcomer, there's no denying the allure of this global sport. With its rich history, quirky scoring system, and captivating gameplay, tennis continues to capture the hearts of fans worldwide. Coming in at number 5, we're strapping on our shin guards and grabbing our sticks for a sport that's as ancient as it is exhilarating. It's field hockey. Popular in countries like India, Pakistan, and Australia, field hockey boasts a devoted following and a rich history dating back thousands of years. Now, you might be thinking, thousands of years? Really? And the answer is a resounding yes. Archaeological evidence suggests that ancient civilizations in Egypt, Greece, and even Ethiopia were enjoying stick and ball games remarkably similar to field hockey as far back as 4,000 years ago. That's right, long before basketballs were flying through hoops and tennis balls were bouncing across courts, people were already out there on fields wielding sticks and chasing after a ball. Talk about a sport with some serious staying power. Of course, the game has evolved significantly since those early days. The sticks are lighter and more technologically advanced, the rules have been refined, and the pace of play is faster than ever. But at its core, field hockey remains a testament to the enduring appeal of simple, skillful competition. Now, if you're familiar with field hockey, you might have noticed something different about the playing surface in recent years. Gone are the days of bumpy, unpredictable grass fields. These days, field hockey has gone high-tech with the introduction of artificial turf. This transition to artificial turf hasn't been without its critics, but it's undeniably changed the game. The smoother, faster surface allows for quicker passes, more intricate stick skills, and a generally faster pace of play. But beyond the changes to the playing surface, field hockey continues to evolve as a sport. New tactics are being developed, players are pushing the boundaries of athleticism, and the global field hockey community is growing stronger than ever. So the next time you see a field hockey match, take a moment to appreciate the history and evolution of this truly ancient sport. From its humble beginnings to its place on the world stage, field hockey is a testament to the enduring power of sport to unite, inspire, and entertain. All right, spiking our way into 6th place is volleyball, a sport that's all about teamwork, athleticism, and some serious hang time. Now, you might think of volleyball as that game you played in gym class, and you wouldn't be wrong. From the beaches of Rio to indoor arenas around the world, volleyball has captured the hearts of millions. Have you ever seen these players jump? They're practically defying gravity. Volleyball requires incredible agility, precision, and split-second decision-making. And speaking of teamwork, volleyball is the ultimate team sport. It's this incredible blend of athleticism, strategy, and teamwork that makes volleyball so captivating to watch. Volleyball comes in many flavors, but the two most popular are indoor and beach volleyball. Indoor volleyball, played on a hard court with 6 players, is fast-paced and intricate. Beach volleyball, played on sand with 2 players, has a more laid-back vibe. But it's just as demanding, requiring stamina, agility, and ball control. Did you know the net height changes for men's and women's games? Men's nets are slightly higher, reflecting differences in height and jumping ability. Volleyball has evolved from a YMCA gym in 1895 to a global phenomenon, captivating audiences worldwide. Coming in at number 7 is a sport that's often relegated to basements and rec rooms, but deserves a spot on the world's biggest stage, table tennis. Yeah, I hear you snickering. Table tennis? You mean ping pong? But hold your horses, my friend, because this ain't your grandma's basement game. At the professional level, table tennis is a high-speed, adrenaline-pumping spectacle. We're talking lightning-fast reflexes, insane hand-eye coordination, and spins that would make your head spin. These athletes are like ninjas with paddles, wielding their weapons with precision and grace. So the next time you see a table tennis match, don't just dismiss it as a casual pastime. Take a moment to appreciate the skill, athleticism, and sheer awesomeness of this often underestimated sport. Table tennis dates back to the 19th century as a parlor game in Victorian England, known as whiff-waff, played with cigar box lids and champagne corks. It soon spread globally, captivating all ages and backgrounds. Today, it's played from basements to international stages. An Olympic sport since 1988, it's hugely popular in China, with Chinese athletes dominating for decades. So grab a paddle, find a table, and experience the thrill of this fast-paced sport. Stepping up to the plate is a sport that's as American as apple pie, and just as beloved in Japan and the Caribbean, baseball. Sure, it can be slow at times, but beneath that pace lies incredible strategy, athleticism, and tension. It's a game of inches and split-second decisions. A single swing can turn a ground out into a home run. A diving catch can send the crowd into a frenzy. The atmosphere at a baseball game is truly special. Whether at Fenway Park or Wrigley Field, there's a sense of community and shared passion. Indulge in classic ballpark fare like hot dogs and peanuts. Baseball reflects our history and national identity, passed down from generation to generation. Now, baseball might seem straightforward, but it's got its quirks. For example, there's no clock in baseball. A game can theoretically go on forever. The longest game lasted 33 innings in 1981. It saw 88 players take the field. And the field? It's a diamond, not a field. Within that diamond are unique rules and traditions. From the 7th inning stretch to superstitious rituals, baseball is steeped in tradition and folklore. So we've arrived at number 9 on our list of the most popular sports in the world, and it's a sport that's often associated with leisure, meticulously manicured lawns, and maybe a beverage cart or two. Yes, friends, we're talking about golf. Now, golf might seem like an odd choice for a top 10 list like this, especially if you, like me, tend to spend more time in libraries than on the fairway. But the truth is, Golf boasts a massive global following, drawing in millions of viewers for major tournaments like the Masters and the Open Championship. And it's not just about the competition. Golf has a way of captivating audiences with its blend of precision, strategy, and yes, sometimes sheer luck. Plus, there's something undeniably compelling about watching someone send a tiny white ball soaring through the air and onto a perfectly manicured green. But beyond its popularity, golf holds a treasure trove of fascinating quirks and little-known facts. For instance, did you know that those tiny dimples on a golf ball, all 300 to 500 of them, aren't just there for decoration? Those dimples create tiny pockets of air that reduce drag as the ball moves through the air. Even the smallest details can have a big impact on the game. Golf has a long and storied history, dating back centuries. The origins of golf can be traced back to 15th century Scotland, where it was played on the rugged links land along the coast. The basic principles of the game remain unchanged. There's something about golf that captures the imagination and keeps players coming back for more. And now, for the 10th and final entry on our list of the world's most followed sports, we turn our attention to a game that's deeply ingrained in American culture, but has also gained a significant international following: American football. While it might not enjoy the same level of global dominance as some of the other sports we've discussed, American football, with its unique blend of athleticism, strategy, and bone-jarring collisions, has captivated audiences far beyond the borders of the United States. And its premier event, the Super Bowl, has become a global spectacle, drawing in hundreds of millions of viewers each year. But American football is more than just a game. It's a cultural touchstone, a source of intense passion and loyalty, and a sport steeped in tradition and ritual. From the pre-game tailgates to the roar of the crowd, there's an electric atmosphere surrounding American football that's hard to find anywhere else. And like any sport with a long and storied history, American football has its fair share of quirks and peculiarities. For instance, did you know about the fair catch kick rule? It's a rarely used but fascinating rule that allows a player after catching a punt to attempt a free kick for points without opposition. It's true. Imagine the tension as the kicker lines up, the fate of the game hanging in the balance, with no defenders to block the kick. It's a scenario that rarely plays out in a game, but it adds a layer of intrigue and strategic complexity to this already fascinating sport. But beyond the rules and regulations, American football is a testament to teamwork, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. From the star quarterback to the unsung offensive lineman, every player on the field has a crucial role to play in the quest for victory. And while it's true that American football has faced its share of controversies and challenges, its enduring popularity is a testament to its ability to adapt, evolve, and continue to captivate audiences worldwide. So whether you're a diehard fan who can recite every Super Bowl champion or a curious newcomer eager to understand the hype, there's no denying the impact and influence of American football on the global sporting landscape. From the global phenomenon of soccer to the strategic brilliance of cricket, the fast-paced excitement of basketball to the sheer power of American football, these top 10 most followed sports represent the pinnacle of athletic achievement and human competition. They unite us across cultures, languages, and continents, reminding us of the power of sport to inspire, to thrill, and to bring us together. But more than just games, they offer glimpses into history, culture, and the human spirit. So, the next time you catch a match, remember, you're not just watching athletes. You're witnessing stories unfold, legacies being built, and moments that will be etched in the annals of sporting history. If these incredible facts and stories amazed you, let me know in the comments which sport you found most fascinating. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content from the world of sports.